The pDAI narrative with PulseChain is the greatest story in crypto at the moment. There's nothing in crypto like it. It's drawing so much interest with all the theories, so many twists and turns. There's so much uncertainty and constant downward priceward action. What remains are those that believe in the bigger picture of what Richard Heart is building. Stablecoins recently are starting to take off, and we're seeing traditional finance are moving into the digital age. And the strongest decentralized stablecoin narrative is on PulseChain. Richard Heart is a thought leader in the crypto space, and he is expressing himself what he sees for his vision for true DeFi. He's creating one of the strongest decentralized ecosystems with a cultish-like community that believes in the message and the things that he is promoting. It's one in the future that involves a decentralized stablecoin narrative that gets us away from the nation-state bureaucracy and corruption. All other stablecoins that I'm aware of have admin keys or some sort of backdoor where the government can get a court order, come in and take control of your money for whatever criminal reason they drum up. Or they can take control of the centralized servers where you're hosting. True DeFi does not have admin keys. Richard Heart has talked about this endlessly. No middlemen, only code you run. Right now, pDAI has no admin keys. It has no ability for anyone to mint or inflate the supply. It has no ability for anyone to turn off transfers. No taxes or fees. No proxy contracts, oracles. And as Richard Heart says, it's nice to know that a token has none of these things. pDAI has none of these things. He has constantly gone out there and warned his crowd and his community of all of the ills in the crypto ecosystem. Do you think that Richard Heart is going to come out and directly say what it is that he's doing with all of the stuff that he's gone through in the past several years with all of the court proceedings and filings? He doesn't want to spend all his time in a corrupt foreign system defending himself. I mean, just look at CZ. A Chinese citizen served a 3-year prison sentence and went to jail in the US for his role in Binance for crossing paths with the US financial system. After gatekeeping the Hex community all of these years, now look at the situation. Richard Heart has now one of the most convincing victories in crypto history, and he's constantly calling out everything that he sees all around him. So Richard is very careful about how he's conducting himself publicly. There's been a lot of cryptic tweets, a lot of people reading into everything that's going on. So I have full conviction in the pDAI narrative and the things that Richard Heart is building on PulseChain. Everything that he is doing aligns with my values, and that is why I am invested into what he's doing. I'm following everything he's doing. Hex was marketed as a better Bitcoin. From the beginning, he's made it known that he has much bigger plans than Hex. If and when pDAI pegs, it's so much bigger than the actual financial gains of the coin itself. This is one that gets us away from the nation-state bureaucracy and corruption. You have the opportunity for yield. You have the opportunity for privacy. pDAI has one of the strongest communities. The believers, the people that believe in pDAI, understand that this is a process that needs to go through different channels than what we've typically seen in order to get to a point where we can have a truly decentralized stablecoin.
The core promise of Bitcoin was that I would be able to conduct transactions, buy goods and services privately without federal control. There was anonymity because it was digital, and I could have freedom in the things that I bought. I'm not against the US dollar in principle. It's the mismanagement of the US dollar by the people in charge of it, the US government, Federal Reserve, has made it a sketchy proposition long term. It's like their mismanagement has forced people to think about alternatives. The original promise was Bitcoin will make you free, and then it became quickly through subversion, Bitcoin will make you rich. And that was enough to kind of derail the promise. This is a way for people to conduct business, to buy goods and services without being controlled, to have control over their own money, autonomy. And it has become instead this asset class.
Bitcoin was hijacked, and people are promoting it today as literally the exact opposite of what it started out as. It no longer works as peer-to-peer cash for the world, and it's been morphed into something that's just a digital asset that people are speculating on the price on, rather than something that can compete with the US dollar and the euro and the yen for use as currency around the world. And they need to go head-to-head and compete with the US dollar and the euro and the yen and the ruble and everything else, because when people have more choices, their lives are better off, and it results in more economic freedom. More economic freedom results in more economic growth, and more economic growth raises everybody's standard of living, which literally makes every single person's life on the planet better off. And that's why I'm doing it despite risking 109 years in federal prison for just telling people about these amazing ideas and technologies.
Right now, cryptocurrency, the term is a misnomer. It's not a cryptocurrency right now, it's a crypto asset. And so people are storing value in these assets. There are a number of utility coins that are doing different things that have a specific utility. But for the most part, there's not widespread across the world use of crypto as far as means of exchange. It's moving in that direction, certainly. Governments are making purchases, but it's not this world reserve currency at this point. So this battle is ultimately for what is going to be the means of exchange for this whole decentralized financial system, truly decoupled from this war machine centralized thing. It's important for you to understand what the real battle is behind the scenes and why it's so significant and what it actually represents. Understand the times that we live in. This is the breaking apart of a system, and there are players within that system that are trying to take control. If you look at the stable coins, that's really what the battle's for. These things are centralized. Who's partnering up with the government? CEO of Coinbase, obviously Circle and USDC is related to them. They're colluding to create a scenario in which they have complete access and control. There has to be a truly decentralized system, an alternative financial system. You have this illusion that you have independence. Well, an analyst at some three-letter agency can say, we're just going to turn you off. The more and more that we see of this, the more and more we understand what Richard Hart's goal is with PulseChain. Why is DAI important? Because Richard doesn't have the admin keys to USDC or USDT.
Are they going to use their admin keys to invalidate all the coins and freeze them all? Nobody knows. Fake DeFi, things that have admin keys, like stable coins, depends on what you consider authoritative to whether you own it or not. Is it that some guy's centralized server says you do, or is it that the blockchain says you do? They can just turn off your coins whenever they want. Some stable coins don't have an admin key. I don't think DAI has an admin key.
DAI is different. pDAI is tied to the maker contract. So this P maker contract that has been altered, if in fact that gets collateralized, the ability for PulseChain to have its own separate, truly decentralized and collateralized stablecoin means that we can do transactions and it can be this alternative financial system. And in the vision for this alternative financial system is possible, because the future of crypto, ultimately long term, is that you won't need to go to fiat. That's actually the future of transactions, is having something that is universally a dollar. If you're a business owner at the point of sale, you want to have something that's stable. You don't want to be in something that fluctuates because you've got costs. For transactions, you're going to need a stablecoin. This is the closest thing to a non-admin key stablecoin. Having that properly collateralized on the PulseChain, the proposals that are out there to essentially peg this to a dollar is bigger than most people understand. This is the real DeFi. There's actually somebody out defending the purpose behind why Bitcoin was created in the beginning. That is a really big vision. So it's not in the hands of people that are tied to governments. It's not in the hands of people that are tied to AWS. It is in the hands of independent individual people across the world. So truly decentralized. And pDAI is a key to that. It's another piece in the puzzle. I think the next big thing for PulseChain is going to be privacy. Is how do you do transactions privately? There's no limitation. That's the beauty of having our own ecosystem. If it's properly decentralized, you can launch whatever you want on it. We have this alternative financial system where you can actually do transactions without having all of this surveillance. You don't have to have a government wallet. You can trade and transact with people without fear of retribution. That's important, that freedom and sovereignty. That's the beauty of DAI. It's incredible. You just got to be reminded, man, this is such an exciting time. Realize what's at stake and what really is going on and what the implications of this are for the future of money.
One of the reasons that pDAI went through its latest big washout, its big FUD event, it feels like Richard's just using the same playbook he did with Hex. With Hex, he used scam tactics type marketing to keep out certain people and to attract other people that were attracted to scams. Those are ordinary folk. That's who he wanted in. He wanted to keep out the whales, the VC stuff, all that cringy shit that we see in the crypto market today that took it over. He wanted to keep them out. And so what he did is he deployed scam tactics that looked scammy, and it did. It kept those people out and it got the people he wanted in. So what's he doing with pDAI? Well, now everyone thinks that's a scam. Okay, you guys leave, get out of here. But then who is remaining? The people that actually believe. Don't you think there's some parallels there? The people that actually believe in the vision, just like they believed in the Hex vision. Everyone was calling those people
some weird
stupid
things
for
going on with
buying
this
scams.
coin.
Making one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we have ever seen.
From the beginning, Pulse was supposed to do 1,000x. Then it didn't. Then they're like, oh no, Ivan, why do you don't look at Pulse? Look at pDAI. Look at pDAI, because pDAI, that's where all the gains are. It's my favorite entertainment in crypto, is the hexicans. Man, I love it, because it's crazy, man. I love all of the narrative and all of that, but I mean, just look at the performance. But I don't know, guys, what is the narrative now? Because pDAI is almost all-time low. Pulse is fighting with all-time low from previous all-time low as resistance now. Listen, we love you. Like, it is what it is. PulseChain's always been here, they're here. I love the commitment of PulseChains. They're still excited, they're still, like, it's crazy how, like, they don't want to give it up. They still believe in Richard. Richard needs to come back, guys. I don't know where he is, but he needs to start streaming. He needs to start saying that this will do 1000x, because without it, as you can see, it's big poo-poo. Big poo-poo without it. This community is divided, it is split. Tech is worse than everything else. They think it's better than like Solana, and so, like, it's not. PulseChain is real DeFi, man. Which real DeFi? It's where stablecoin gets minted into infinity. The pDAI. pDAI is real DeFi, bro. Come on. Man, that's DeFi, I can tell you. It's my favorite DeFi. Stablecoin gets minted infinitely. That's real DeFi, yeah.
It is a laughing stock right now. Hopefully things turn around.
Who is it? Richard Hart here.
But let's not forget that the whole reason you guys said it was a scam was because there was some sort of exploit that no longer exists. It's gone. What remains? Die-hard, cold-blooded soldiers that won't sell. They won't even sell if it goes to zero. We know that for a fact. I'm sitting here at the lows. I'm heavy in pDAI. I'm not scared at all because I am with a bunch of savages. They will never sell. I'm very comfy down here. So we got the right people in, the people that believe in the narrative, that we believe in a big picture.
So my other initiative, I would like to start my own country in about 6 or 7 years. But this all has to come after PulseChain.
So I'm continuing to follow the narrative. I'm continuing to follow all of the things that are going on. I'm really curious to hear if there's things that you guys are seeing that I'm not seeing that I should be more aware of. So be sure to leave some of those comments in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.